Okay, welcome to another prepared flight simulator video. And in this video, I'm here on the runway. I'm actually in Sparta, Greece. Thought it would be interesting to take a look at different parts of the world in the simulator to see what they look like. If we take a look at the external camera, you can see that I'm actually using the F-22 Raptor. This actually comes with the flight simulator. Normally I would prefer to fly more civilian type aircraft, but I wanted to be able to move around quickly in the simulator and cover a little bit of ground, so I thought I'd pick something fast. And I don't think it gets much faster than this one as far as the default vessels that come with prepared. So let's just do a flight control check. There's our ailerons and our elevator and yaw control. So everything looks good. Let's jump in and take off. Got to go full throttle here. Actually, we don't even need full throttle. This thing's so powerful you can take off with much less throttle, but we'll use full throttle for takeoff. And pitch up. And raise the landing gear. And now we're going to back off the throttle, or else we will overstress the vessel quite quickly. Now, I don't have a destination in mind. I don't have a destination airport. I'm just going to fly around and look at whatever catches my eye, just anything that looks pretty. Go ahead and go back to full throttle here while we climb up over this mountain, though. And I believe I have everything set to metric, so we should be... altitude should be 2,500 meters, I believe. Although I'm not sure if the speed indicator is in kilometers per hour, miles per hour, I'm not actually sure. So let's just go ahead and climb, get over top of this mountain, and we'll see what's on the other side. And I thought I'd just fly around for maybe 8 to 10 minutes, something like that, just to get a look at what everything looks like. Let's bank a bit to the right and get away from these clouds, because otherwise we can't see anything interesting. And of course, if you look at the center, you can see our HUD to know what direction we are turning toward. We're going past west and turning toward the north. Let's just kind of take a look over here. Currently traveling at Mach 1.1, so we are faster than sound. Actually, let me start my stopwatch so there we go. That way I've got an indicator of how long I'm flying. Unfortunately, with this particular aircraft, I really don't know how to set up the navigation tools. It's radically different than, setting up navigation using a GPS and a Cessna or anything like that, or even just standard, VOR type of thing. I've dabbled with it a little bit, and I just can't figure out how to do anything with the instruments that comes with the F-22 Raptor. Kind of pitch down or pan the camera down a little bit, and you can see the controls. I've clicked around at the MFDs, and I can't figure out how to just input an airport ID so that I can go from point A to point B. Let's take a look over here. Very pretty. Looks good. Clouds look really good. Let's speed things up a little bit. Go to full throttle, see if we can get away with that now that we're at 10,000 whatever. I think I've got it set on metric, but I'm not 100% certain. So we're at Mach 1.4. Oh, I'm overspeeding. Let me back off. Because you will destroy the vessel. It will abort. Let's back way off. What I meant to say is it will actually exit the flight if you overspeed and destroy the vessel. But we can speed up a little bit more than this. This looks pretty interesting over here. Let's kind of bank over to the left a bit. see what's over here on the other side of these mountains, if we can get over there. Speed up a little bit more, because I'm only at 75% throttle. We will burn through our fuel very quickly, though. Even with a full tank, you really don't get to fly very far if you're, maxing out the engines. I'm not sure how far you can fly if you're at a lower cruise speed, but if you're maxing out the engines, you don't get much range really in this F-22. Take a quick look outside so you can see what the plane looks like from sort of a spot view. Of course, that's a lot more difficult to fly this way. Pretty good reflections and lighting, I think. Alright, let's jump back inside because I can't tell if I'm up or down. Or okay, I'm heading toward the ground. So I'm kind of aiming toward those that peak there between those mountains, right where the velocity vector is at. I'm just kind of curious what it will look like on the other side of that. Go ahead and put in a bit more throttle, speed things up, try not to overspeed. It needs to give an audio warning of some kind, because when I overspeed, sometimes I don't notice the overspeed indicator in the lower right. Never been to Greece. Looks like a beautiful part of the world, though, at least from the simulator. Lots of history. Okay, we're almost on the other side of that peak I was aiming for, so let's just continue forward there, and then we'll see what we have to look at once we get on the other side. It'd be cool if I wish I had a GPS in this so that I could actually have an indicator of where I am in Greece, because I don't really know my way around at all. When I fly north or west of that initial runway, I don't have any idea of where I'm actually at. I might be able to bring up a map view though here in a moment. Let me just kind of come over here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like once we get on the other side of these mountains, we're getting back out into the like a gulf type of area. Certainly more visually stunning than just flying around Florida. I actually love where I live. I love the state. I'm originally from Illinois, and I absolutely hated it there. Like, can't even begin to describe how much just absolute loathing hatred I have for the state that I was born in. So I love where I live now, but as far as flying in a simulator, it's probably the most boring state in all of the United States to fly over. Yeah, we're coming into some kind of river or something, getting out into the ocean. So let's go down a little bit, get below these clouds, and fly up the flight plane. Actually, let's slow down. Let's kind of look at this town that we're flying over. Get an idea of what the buildings look like. Of course, we're going so fast we won't be able to get a really good look at it. And plus you can sort of see the scenery generating there as we fly over it. If you look closely, you can actually see cars on the road. I did turn on road traffic. It's pretty subtle though, probably doesn't show up that well in the video playback, but I can see it here. And again, I really don't have any idea what town this would be. Alright, let's speed things up. Let's fly up the coast here. And we'll just spend a couple more minutes having a look. That looks pretty interesting to me over there, right across the river, or whatever that would be, the sea. So I'm going to fly over there, take a quick look around, and then we'll end this part of the video. And we'll do another flight, showing off another part of the world in this simulator. Let me speed things up here. Yeah, that looks really interesting over there. Let's see what our fuel is at. Well, we're still pretty good on fuel, I guess. Oops, wrong button. Fuel's at 61%. Actually, I guess I can leave that information on. And then you can see the latitude and longitude. Some of these graphics aren't the best. Right here you can see like where that bit of a waterfall is. That's this whole sheer cliff doesn't look rendered very well. Let's climb up. Let's take a look at the other side, and then we'll just call it a part. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the don't like button. And if you want me to fly around your part of the world, just leave a comment in the description down below, and I will certainly oblige. Okay, we're on the other side of these cliffs. Just take a quick peek over here. Pulling 3 Gs on this turn, so it's not real comfortable. Pulling 4 Gs, now that's really uncomfortable. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this flight. Really pretty look at the country, at least part of the country of Greece. Obviously, there's a whole lot more to it than what we were able to see here, but at least it gives you some idea of what it would look like in the simulator. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.